boys and girls, this is TJ. I am coming at you from GoFigureNews.com live on GoTV. And today we have a special set of figures to show you. This set comes from two separate series in the DC Collectibles line: Batman the Animated Series and Batman Adventures. So we have the Creeper right here, and we have Robin right here. Now these, as you can see on the back, the colors and the design sort of help to define the specific series. And they are continuing to develop characters for these series. So you'll see many of these around town and in your local comic shops. So we're going to open up Robin first. There's Robin here, and Robin comes with a cape, and then he has an additional cape which also has the yellow on the inside. I wonder why there are two. That's interesting. Maybe just in case you mess it up or break it or rip it or something, you have an extra. They look pretty much identical, so that's what my question would be. There is a little, looks like a stand that would hold it together. And there are bonus hands as well in different positions. And there's one hand that looks like it includes a weapon of some sort. And then it comes with this very unique, I'm going to just call it a pitchfork because I don't know what else to call it, but where the points would be, they are actually balls on top. So it's a staff for all intents and purposes. Now Robin, as you might have known, Batman celebrated his 75th anniversary last year into this year, and Robin is celebrating his 75th anniversary from this year into next year. So they were, I guess, somehow a year apart, or those are just the dates that are officiated as his anniversary. Okay, here we go. Here we go, the final withdraw. And Robin is out of his plastic concealment. All right, so I will say immediately the articulation on this figure is excellent. There is a lot of articulation. Look at this, watch. Kick. And then the foot turns, and the bottom part of the leg and the upper part of the leg has a pivot, and there is a ball joint in the hip area, and the feet move really nicely. I can see why he does stand up on his own, as you can see, but I can see why he has a stand, because his legs are skinny, 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 spindly, and it adds something for the character. Look at the color though, look at the color. It is so vibrant. His suit, his red and green and yellow suit with the yellow interior of the cape. His hair is super cool. He's very kind of, I would say, contemporary, the way that he's designed. The classic Robin R patch monogram on his chest, and just a couple little hints of modernism with the shaped glove coming to a point. So this is actually a really nice figure. I have not been able to take the opportunity to look at these in depth, so this is actually my first time looking at these up close. And I will say that the face, there's not much to it except for the mask with the gleaming white eyes and the white smile, and the hair, of course his head moves, is a great design. It's spot on. There is zero issues with paint whatsoever. This might be the case where these parts and pieces are actually colored parts. So let's check out the hands and how those pop off. Oh, that popped off really nicely and really easily. So when you're going to pop in another one of the hands, know that it pops back really smoothly, cleanly, and the pivot starts right away. So this is a really good looking figure, and it comes with a little tiny instruction booklet on the back, which basically tells you how he can stand and all. But I would say, in terms of figures, this is a good looking figure. That's Robin, and DC Collectibles has released this series. Now the series is extremely popular, and it's been getting lauded reviews from many people who look at action figures in depth, primarily because of the design. So these are high on the design factor. Sculpted by Irene Matar. This figure looks great. The color is fantastic. If I haven't given you a chance to see him from the back, here he is. I want to lift up his cape so that you can see the yellow and the figure from the back. So very bright primary type colors, and a nice looking figure all in all, I would say. He does not bend at the hips, I mean at the waist, but he twists at the waist. So there is a twist. You can get your Robin to dance. You can get your Robin to kick sideways, and then you can turn the foot outward. Oh, that's too much turn. You don't want to break his legs, especially after you just got him. Interesting. The one leg. Okay, maybe I need to take a closer look here. The one leg goes upward in the front, and the other leg doesn't. And maybe that's because of the way it's jointed. Huh. But both legs go backwards, so he can kind of look like he's flying. Let's give him a kind of a flying pose. His cape is flying in the air. Oh, his foot holds it up anyway, so that's nice. And he can stand in the split. Now that is what I'm talking about. You don't see that very often. It's Robin from the Batman animated series. Thank you. Next up, we have the Creeper. Hi everyone, we are back with the Creeper. Now, this figure from I'm doing a quick look, is creepy. Now, I do have another Creeper figure in an earlier series, not the animated series, and this one, despite the fact that it's animated, and you would think that the sort of the characterization would be softer, and yes, in fact, it is more cartoony looking, but the figure itself is really creepy. It's one of those things that you look at and you think, oh yeah, one of those clown moments when people are freaked out by clowns. I'm not personally, but many people are, of course. So I'm going to show you the packaging first. This is the inside of the box when the figure is removed, and then the inverse is on the back. So blue and black as opposed to black and blue. Alright, so inside the plastic you have a little stand, and I believe they all come with these, and they have a depiction of what the figure looks like in sort of a black and white drawing style, and then it has the kind of the spot where you would put the part to hold the figure up. It comes with two little booklets, so I'm going to open up those now. One kind of shows you the figures that are in the series, and another booklet that tells you the figures that are in the series. One has a black and white drawing that kind of shows you how to put the figure on the stand. And then this one goes over all the figures in the Batman animated series. It's nice to see all the figures if you're going to be a completist and collect them all. And this looks like the kind of series that you'd want to do that, because it is so colorful and so dramatic in its presentation. It's not your average action figure series. In the special additional accessories, there are 4 hands, 2 sets of hands, and then the stand part. Now the stand basically will be, let's see here, where's that part? Looks like there's a missing part. How is that possible? Is it missing, or am I just missing it? I think, oh, here it is. It's translucent, so it's hard to recognize right away. So don't lose this translucent part if you purchase one of these figures. Basically, you will put this plastic piece in here, and you will put this piece here, and then you can open up these 2 prongs and put your figure in. So this is a clever little design, and I like that they added this, because many action figures need a little extra help when it comes to standing up. The highly articulated Creeper is based on the Emmy Award-winning animated series. It is, again, in a limited edition, and it runs for somewhere around $20. The Creeper. Here is the Creeper in all his glory. Wow. Okay, he's got a little plastic part around his head. That's to protect the paint while it is in shipment. We really appreciate simple little extra effects and touches like that. Okay, so right off, I have to say, look at this cape. This cape is a sculpture unto itself. Look at the shape of that. It is like a crazy mermaid meets someone's wild hair. The sculpt is, that's intense. Like, that alone is worth the price of admission. That is a good, look at those swirls. Very pointy, very, very well done. Like in many figures, the cape prevents the arms from going backward all that much, but there's really not many poses that you want to make on a figure that go in that direction. He's got these really kind of almost like pointy spiral swirls, almost like blades, like saw blades around his mid-arm, and they also appear at the bottom on the leg as well in black. The colors here, again, intense. Really nice yellow, amazing face. Look at the face, look at the grimace. His head moves from side to side and up. Oh, wow, he can do a Linda Blair. Look at that. We don't want him to do that. Anyway, wow, I wish the mouth opened and closed. We can make him talk. I like the simple details, like he's got black on the bottom of his hairline and then it's green on the top. So there's like this really great, intense, simple little detail. The mold here is fantastic. The sculpt is extremely winning. The legs, again, minimal movement towards the front. They do go out on the side, and yes, he can do the splits. Hello. Yow. All right, now we're going to try putting him up on the stand. We'll see what happens when we put him here and see if the stand does anything. Let's see, is it supposed to go? I don't even know. With this particular figure, it's kind of harder to tell because the hair slash, it's not really hair, it is the cape is incredibly full. And let's see here, does that work? Kind of tightens nicely. Look at that. So there he is on the stand. Get a profile there. Get me out of the picture a little bit. I'll scooch over here. Now you can see him from the back. And let's turn him once to the other profile. What do you think? And then back to the front. I'm liking this figure. He comes with a couple of really cool accessories and comes with a staff, which is basically like a wood stick with a black top, and comes with a little tiny mouse. So the creeper and his mouse. And the mouse is nice. It's a blue color, it's got black dots for eyes, and it's super tiny. It's half the size of my fingernail, and a pink tail. So they've paid close attention to detail right here. I'm not so sure about why this mask is here. I wish the mask would fit on his face, but his hair impedes the mask from doing so. Maybe it's just a mystery. Maybe it's that he holds it in his hand because the creeper has taken the mask of Batman and he knows his secret identity. So I won't give it away, even though everybody knows. So anyway, keep up watching us here on Go Figure News and Go TV. And actually, if you haven't watched Gotham, it would be a great way to get to know Batman a little bit. Of course, the animated series is to die for, so don't miss it, and don't miss us. We'll see you right here next time on Go TV. Over and out.